Hello, and welcome to the Cup TV, the Currently Unnamed Podcast, part of the Cup Network, where we put the real and the tea in reality, and where you can always come to us first to quench your thirst. I am your girl, Lana, your resident evil diva, and I'm here to give a tea, spill the tea, and drink the tea because you know I love say some tea, purr. And if you have some tea, you know what to do, hit me up. It is hot in here, y'all. Ooh, wee. I'm still in Fiji. I am still at the villa on the fly on the wall. I am checking out everything, and I am here to report back to you. Y'all saw it. We saw it. If you have not watched Love Island this last episode, you should watch it. You should watch it because the tea is piping hot and it's so good. And I'm so invested. I'm probably more invested than I actually need to be, but it is what it is. It's whatever. But I'm just drinking water because I'm staying hydrated because hydration is important, absolutely. But I also have right nearby my cup mug, as always. Panel full of cup mugs because me, you get it? There. But you can get your cup mug or any of our cup merch at lanagcreations.etsy.com. That link will be in the description below. Happy Juneteenth, everybody. If you celebrate, if you don't celebrate, you should. But happy Juneteenth to all. So yeah, we're gonna get right into it after I talk about the business part, get that out the way because I see y'all watching and I appreciate you watching, but I need those views to turn into subs. So subscribe to this channel. Thank you. Subscribe to this channel. Subscribe to all of our other channels. All the links to all of our channels across the network will be in the description below in our link tree. All you need to do is click it, click all of those links, subscribe to all of those channels, hit the notification bell to all of those channels so you will never miss when we drop a single video about all the things that we talk about because we have a lot to talk about and we want to keep you informed. So subscribe to all of our channels, hit the notification bell, join our membership, get exclusive content and early access content across all 4 of the channels. And you can join either here on YouTube or on our Patreon. Same exclusive content, but different platforms. It's all up to you. We give you a choice, whatever choice you decide to choose. And yeah, and all of our audio links are also down in there. So if you want to listen to us on the go, you can check out the audio links in our link tree. So let's dive into episode 7 of Love Island. And y'all know how I like to do things. I like to bring up my visuals, go through the couples, and go through what I guess what I think is going on, what I feel is going on, what's happening, and I'll tell y'all about it. So I did make a few changes because some things changed in yesterday's episode, but we're still gonna go through it. So here where we are when we start off this episode, the couples that are together, sorta, kinda, like this couple, sorta, kinda together, not together. Not together right now. The on and the off. Serena had broken it off with Cordell, and Cordell was pursued a little by Nicole, and he was very happy to be pursued and was open to being pursued because he was single. But I did put a little band-aid on that little heart because in this episode we see Serena is maybe starting to feel him a little bit more because he's given her what she asked for, and he was been nothing but respectful to her wishes for some space, and he gave that to her, and she appreciates that, and so maybe she's feeling him again, and he's very not closed off to the idea of maybe trying it again with Serena because he really likes her. And I'm like, yes, work, period. I like them as a couple. I hope they get to navigate and figure out what they want. But I do know one thing. They both want each other to be happy, regardless if they're together or not. And so I love that for them. Um, so it's kind of cool. It's kind of sweet. I was like, oh, but Serena, my girl, is on a girls mission, and I love that. She is looking after her girls and making sure that they're good, and she has their back, and that comes into play a lot in this episode with the whole Rob and Leah situation that we will talk about. Um, but as far as her and Cordell, they're off right now, but I think they're on a path to probably get back together, maybe because, like I said, I was going to jump around, but Serena talked to Janae, and she kind of was like, because um, Leah was going through some issues with Rob, as we saw, and Serena was there for her and was like, if you don't want to sleep in the same bed with him, you don't sleep in the same bed. We sleeping in soul ties tonight after all the what just happened, and I will talk about that. And so she was like, and I'm gonna sleep with you. So she went over to Cordell and was like, hey, gave him a hug, gave him a little peck on the cheek. Was like, I'm gonna sleep with Leah tonight. So just to let you know. And he was like, yeah, that's cool. That's what's up. And they went up to Soul Ties and slept there because Leah didn't want to sleep with Rob. And we'll talk about why. But she was there for her girl. And I love that. I was like, oh, I love that for you. I love that to show that girls can have each other's back, and it's not superficial, and it's not petty, it's not catty. It's just like, girl, I got you. What you need, she's a friend. She's a girl's girl, and I love that for her, and I love that. I love watching it. And so she was there for her girl, and she made sure that she was there. But she did tell Janae that she feels like Cordell is the door's not closed. The door's not closed. She kind of opening her eyes again to him, and is maybe willing and open to seeing him more than just a friend. So he was happy about it. I was happy about it to see he was happy, and he wasn't like, one time maybe you do that. No, he was like, okay. But he also made it very clear that he was going to continue to pursue other options, which he should. Absolutely. He definitely should. And so he is out there still exploring his connection that he had with Nicole. And she was acting like she was feeling him. But spoiler alert, she did not pick him in the end. She didn't pick him. And so we are going to have to see on Thursday if um if or if there's any blowback on him getting up to, if he wanted the other girl to pick him. I don't think it is, because at this time he was very single Pringle, and Serena made it very clear that he was single Pringle. So I don't think it will be any blowback on Cordell now. And is that the same for everybody else? Absolutely not. But I don't think it's any blowback going to be on Serena and Cordell. I don't think Serena's going to be mad that he got up. I don't, because she was the one that told him he was single. So I don't think there's going to be any blowback from that. And I think it's only going to make their relationship stronger, in my opinion, and my hopes. That's my hopes, and that's my opinion. But I want nothing but the best for these two, because I think they're so good and genuine people that I want them to be happy. Even if it's not together, I want them both to be happy. So that is what's up with Cordell and Serena. Up next is Kayla and Aaron. Um, I know what I said yesterday, and I stand by that. I don't want him with her. But I feel like I think they're going to be together. I think he likes her enough, and unless somebody else comes in who actually really likes him and really goes for him, I think Andrea likes him, but she liked Rob more. Um, and I think she let it be known that she liked Rob more because she spent most of her time with Rob and not with Aaron. And Aaron spent most of his time with Kayla because Kayla worked overtime to get him to come back and forgive and get back into his good graces. And it worked. I feel like they are going to be together because he didn't even get up for Andrea at the end when they said all the boys who want to have a chance to be coupled up with these two stand up. He didn't even get up, so I think he's very much back in the Kaler universe. Sure, fine, whatever. I don't really care. I don't really like it, but sure, fine, whatever. Um, it's what it is. I don't know. They talked through everything, they worked it out, and apparently they are back copacetic, back good together, and good on them. Good on them. Um, but yeah, they didn't even talk. This whole episode, they didn't even talk. He didn't even talk to her, so he didn't even talk to her. She talked to everybody else. He didn't even talk to her. I've been saying I don't even know why I didn't put a heartbreak on this. He didn't even talk. He didn't talk to her this whole episode, and yeah, he didn't talk. They ain't even talk. They ain't even talk this whole episode either. And she brought him breakfast. No, she finally brought him his breakfast, and he was like, "Oh, thanks." She brought a lot of food. He was like, "Thanks so much." Yeah, they didn't even talk. We didn't even see them talking. Now with the editing, sure, but we didn't even see them talking. I don't know. And we'll talk more about them a little later. I'm gonna skip them real quick. Let's go to them. They were fine. These two were solid. They were together. They were fine. Not a whole lot this episode of Janae and Connor. Um, yeah, we didn't get a whole lot Janae and Connor this episode, but they were solid. They were together. They were fine. They were good. Um, because the show was about Rob and Leah. The whole show was about Rob and Leah from the very beginning of the episode to the very end. It was the Rob and Leah show. Um, uh, After the date and everything came back, Andre ended up telling Leah that they did kiss. And Leah was like, "Oh, she didn't know." Rob did not tell her. And he, even though he was like, "Let me tell her first," he did not tell her at all. He had plenty of time to talk to her and tell her. He didn't because he came back from the date, talked to the boys. The girls talked. She found out. He talked to her for a minute, a good, 10 minutes maybe. And then he was back upstairs talking to Andrea for 2 hours, apparently. And Leah didn't like that. She was annoyed. Um, she was like, "You just spent the whole time on this date with her. Then you come back and you give me dust, a little bit of conversation here, and then you're back upstairs talking to her for 2 more hours. Like, what what is happening here? What is going on?" And he was just like, "I mean, I really like you." Like he really communicated that he liked her, he liked her. But she is like, "If you like me, why are you doing this? Why are you making me feel like this? Why don't you even come talk to me? Why don't you tell me?" She's like, "I had to hear from other people that you kissed her. You didn't tell me." Uh, and he was like, "You won't even like, you won't even ask me how I'm feeling." And you know what? Do I think either one of them came out of this situation with doing everything correct? Absolutely not. I feel like Rob and Leah both know how to gaslight each other very well. They both know how to gaslight each other. But I will say this, Rob, you're trash. Because if you really wanted to just break up with her, then just say that. Because what you did next was horrible. How are you going to tell her, this woman, who you've been in the bed with for the last few days, every night, with you sticking your tongue down her throat, every chance you get, you got some secret signs so you can go make out, and y'all go have make out sessions all the time, and you kissing and you shoving your tongue down her throat all these times. Then you got the nerve to sit here and tell this woman, I think our sexual chemistry is kind of not there. I think we have to, it feels forced sometimes. Like, what? Wait, what? How, how dare you? How see? Because that was foul. That was foul on so many levels. Because now you're making her question herself. Like, is it me? Am I? Am I not? Am I not sexual enough? Am I? What is happening? Like, why? But you constantly got your tongue down her throat. Like, I didn't like that. I didn't like that at all. That was out of order, out of pocket. Leah should listen more, because she doesn't listen to what he was saying, because you're so mad in her feelings. She ain't even listening to what he's saying. He trying to gaslight her. She trying to gaslight him. I'm just like, both of y'all are horrible. Talking to, like, toxic. And I really liked Leah. I really liked Leah. And at the beginning, I liked Rob. I was like, I think they can probably be okay together. I think they had good chemistry. But I was like, the test of another person coming in, into the relationship, or trying to flirt with you, they both failed miserably. Miserably. But Rob, that was so low and foul, below the belt. Like, oh my God, what if she was to come in and was like, I don't think your dick big enough for me. Like, I felt it when we was kissing, and I don't. I think you're a little short man. I think you won't satisfy me completely. Like, that would be so low down, and you would be so mad and hurt. Like, what? Your ego would be bruised. Like, but you gonna do that to her and be like, after, it's just annoying. It's so frustrating. It's so foul. That was trash. And then you got the nerve to be mad and you crying and you don't even listen to me. And I don't know. And then you go jump in the pool and hide under the panel, like, for who knows how long. Like, dramatic much? Like, come on. Man up. Y'all need ooh. I was so frustrated watching that. I was like, ew. Like, ugh. Both of y'all. Ew. You mad and spiraling out of control. What did you sign up for? You knew what you signed up for. You knew it was going to be other people coming in trying to take what you consider yours. And if you want that, if he's what you want, you go after that. You fight for that. You go make it known that, look, I like you. I'm not trying to go down for no other girl. So you go stay with me, and I'm going, we together. Like, it's this. Because, see, here's the thing. And a lot of people online are anti-Rob, and they're going against Rob, and Rob is anti-Christ, and we want him out as soon as possible. And you know what? I'm not that mad at it. He can go whenever, honestly, for me. But let's not look over and gloss over the fact that we love Leah so much, and that she's mother to a lot of people, that we don't see her flaws in this either, because she is just as wrong. Because how do you expect anybody to want to be with you when you're constantly saying things about them, saying that what they're not, talking and nagging and crying and making them feel bad for having feelings? It's Love Island. What did you sign up for? You knew what you signed up for. You knew it was going to be other bombshells coming in and possibly going after your man. And just like he knows, it's going to be other men coming in, coming after you. He has to sit back and let it happen. And if you want, you do your thing. You do you. You make sure he knows that you are here and that you want him and you still like him, and you don't give him you don't make him feel bad because the other girl chooses him. Like, oh, it just doesn't make any sense. Like, both of them are horrible wrong in this situation because we act like we don't know what show we signed up for. You know what I mean? It's weird. It's weird all the way around. But whatever, we still got more fallout because um we get a text from Andrew gets a text and Nicole, they get to stand up front, go to the fire pit, rather everybody goes to the fire pit, stand up front. All the guys who want to possibly get picked from these two needed to go to the front. So we had Kendall, Cordell, and Hakeem, because Hakeem ended up having a conversation with Nicole that he felt was great. And he was like, oh, I feel like, it's very refreshing. And he ain't been feeling nothing with Liv, nothing this whole time. So, yeah, he got up after one conversation with Nicole. And I was like, it's very far-fetched, but okay. Sure. And so here's where the drama happens. Here's where the stupid drama happens. Because so Rob is sitting there, like he's just like looking around. He's in a turmoil going on in his head, like, do I not get up? Do I get up? Do I not get up? And so Leah's like, get up. That means he likes me. And, okay, he's not getting up. He's not getting up. Then Punk waits to the last minute and be like, I'm sorry. And gets up and goes and stands up front. And everybody's like, oh. So now Leah's pissed. She is pissed. And I understand why she's pissed. Because why would you just do that? Why would you stand there and why would you sit there and wait all this time going back and forth when you knew what you wanted to do? You know exactly what you wanted to do. And it's so dramatic. I'm like, you are so TV. You are so TV. Oh my God. But okay. All right. So Rob gets up and he goes to stand up so he can be picked by one of these girls. And he is picked by Andrea to nobody's surprise. And so he's standing up there with Andrea. He kisses her in front of Liam, wraps his arms around her, and he holds her. And then he stands there. And he looks at Leah. And he goes, like, makes this face at her. And she's like, what? Like, how are you making faces at me when you just played me in my face? Like, what? Okay. So she's like, I'm going crazy. And so Taylor is like, say what you need to say. And she's like, no, I'm not going to do that. And Janae's like, stop. Just breathe. And Liv's like, who cares? Say what. And so Rob is looking at her and she looked at him and she's like, F you. I don't curse y'all, so I'm not going to do it. But I don't curse. I won't say that. But she's like, F you. And he was like, huh? What? What'd you say? Like taunting her, like she ain't gonna say it again. And she was like, F you, like loud enough. So it's like, yes, I said it. I said it to you. I'm not gonna back down. And he was just like rolling his eyes like, so classless. Like, what? Rob, what did you expect her to do? How did you expect her to feel? Just be like, oh, okay. Yay, look at the happy couple. No, she was mad. And rightfully so. You just played in her face. Like, dude, like, and I get it. She's not that easy to get along with. And I get it. And I wish you would have just been like, you know what? You should have finished that conversation with you know what? If she picks me, I really don't want to be in a couple with you anymore, whether she picks me or not. That's what you should have said. That's how you should have approached this. Like, we are not compatible, regardless of if she picks me or not picks me. But I feel like she will pick me, and I really want her to pick me. And so, either way it goes, I'm not going to be in this couple anymore because I don't think we work. That's what you should have said. But you didn't even say that. You didn't even give her the benefit of the doubt to say something like that. You just was so. And like I said, she is not faultless in this because she was overreacting constantly, a lot, when she didn't have to. She was too worried about what he was doing with other people instead of focusing on what she needed to do to keep her man. Instead of doing what she needed to do to make him feel appreciated. Because, yes, ladies, we do have to make our men feel appreciated if you want him to appreciate you. That's just how it goes. Treat people how you want to be treated. That goes always, all the way, for both sides, both parts of the relationship. You have to treat the person you're with the way you want them to treat you. If you don't want them to treat you like trash, don't treat them like trash. If you want them to appreciate you and respect you, then you appreciate them and respect them. If you want them to be cool when you get picked, when somebody wants to chat with you who is not them, then you be cool when somebody wants to chat with them. It's a two-way street, and both of them were wrong. Whoop! I done got so hot, knocked my mic over. But it's a two-way street. It's a two-way street, and both of them were wrong. But that was childish of Rob to do that and expect her not to retaliate. So annoying, so frustrating. Both trash, 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 trash. I can't. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. But so then we have three people left waiting on Nicole to make her decision. And for me, I felt like it could go either way between her picking Kendall or Cordell. But I think the last conversation that she had with Kendall sealed the deal. And so she picked Kendall, leaving Leah and Hannah both single Pringles. And honestly, not surprised. Not surprised at all. It just not surprised. It is what it is. And he was very happy. He was very happy to finally be out of that relationship because I think Kendall is that kind of guy who is like, you don't play in my face but once. You play my face once and then I'm done. And he played in his face twice. So he was done. He was done. But he was happy. She was happy. And that's how we ended the episode with the two being chosen and two being vulnerable. But the previews happen, and okay, all right, y'all know. We've seen it on Twitter. We've seen it on a lot of on TikTok and people talking about Love Island, and everybody's happy about Love Island and how we're enjoying Love Island and how we are feeling what's going on between Janae and Connor and how we love the big three. They get the big three added. We getting Janae, Serena, and Leah are getting the big three added. But when we see the previews happening, we see Janae crying and Leah keying it up with Connor. And I hope this is smoke and mirrors. Now I'm gonna save my my comments about Leah So I'm gonna keep them to myself until after Thursday. Yes, Thursday, which I really hate. I knew it was happening, but I still hate it. But Thursday, when the next episode comes out, um, but I don't. I hope this is all smoke and mirrors, and it's not. Janae's not crying because Leah's trying to go after Connor. Because if that is the case, baby girl, you're foul. But I'm gonna hold that. Mm, Keep that in my back pocket till after Thursday. I will not jump on her down her throat. But that better be the case. But we also get a screaming fight between Liv and Hakeem, which I don't understand what you're mad about either. Because you don't really like the man. You wouldn't even say he don't kiss good. You don't remember you were talking about how he ain't that good of a kisser. Y'all don't talk regularly throughout the day. Y'all don't have conversations. It's so I don't understand what you mad that he got up and want to maybe go with this other girl. Like, but she's mad. She's yelling and screaming, and he like, what kind of relationship do we have? Why you sitting here yelling at me like, girl? Liv can go too, in my opinion. Let me be honest. Let me just say this: Liv can go. She can go. I Hakeem, get with Leah, and y'all make that pact that I said y'all make with Cordell and Serena make, because it's just Nicole didn't pick Cordell, Serena stays with the Cordell, and I think Leah, so she stays because I do want her to stay because I think she's great. I want her to stay. Well, I up to Thursday. I'll figure out how I feel about her after Thursday, but I do want her to stay. So Hakeem, get with Leah. Y'all work that out, and we're a couple up until, you know, um, Casa or something, or it's a new bombshell coming, whatever. But oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, I need, I need Liv to go. I would. My preference for this is after the recoupling happens and Liv and just go. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But that is it, y'all. That's all I got. We will be back on Friday to talk about Thursday's episode. And I will let y'all know how I feel about Leah after that. But if this preview is giving me what I hope it's not giving me, I'm gonna be a mad sister because I like Leah, but Janae is first and foremost, always. And like always. But that's it, y'all. That's all I got. We will be back, like I said, on Friday to talk about episode 8 of Love Island. Remember to subscribe to this channel and hit the notification bell on your way out so you will always be up to date when we drop a new video. Just know it's always coming out the day after the episode, so just be on the lookout for it. Follow all of our other channels, and all the links will be in the description below in the link tree, as well as our audio listening. Links will be down there as well. You can follow us on all of our socials at The Cup Pod on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter. And you can follow me if you'd like on Twitter. And there is my Instagram. And you can keep scrolling down and get some cup merch. Not limited to, but the cup mug is also included in that. And there's things, so go check out the Etsy shop and get your official cup merch. And on that note, we're just going to get out of here. And thanks for listening with me and talking. And leave all your comments below. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you agree with my statements, and if you're rocking with us or not. Let me know. So cheers, y'all. Cheers. Ooh, cheers. I'm getting out of here. Bye. This Love Island is way too good for me.